Now, because this is going to go online when probably young Mr. Dipke has already landed or been whisked
And
away,
detained.
I will put out the point of discussion now for the next 25 odd minutes. What is the role of protests in a democracy, and has that all but vanished? I would like to everybody here to hazard a guess and also tell me about the role of protests in India. Does it really exist? What will happen tomorrow? Because by the time people are listening to this, it would have already happened.
The soul of a nation dies if you cannot speak out.
Hmm.
If you cannot express that I am hurting.
Hmm.
You, my ruler, listen to me. We will die as a nation. So protest has its role, a very important role. How they handle it tomorrow. And I think there's a lot of concern, worry, how it's going to pan out within the establishment also. I hope they will not arrest him. And I think they may not, because, it will give it an impetus, and they would like the situation to, a couple of days of protest and for it to diffuse. The challenge is to keep it a completely peaceful protest. The moment a little bit of violence takes place, rowdiness takes place, then the ruling side, as always, the government then has a, alibi to put it down.
That can be done through a false flag operation also.
That can be done. That of course, anybody can do that. So that is going to be the real challenge, because this sentiment, I did a small recce in my area. I went to these mobile selling shops, and there are young people who sell them and tell you what is what. And I talked to several of them. Several of them said, I am a cockroach. This is in Gurgaon. And why? Because they have this dissatisfaction. And, I think Manisha was saying this, one of you was saying this, that they feel people are not listening to them. They're not being, what they feel is not being heard or heeded.
But Neerja, when you speak to like people in the government, what's the sense you're getting? How are they looking at it? Even RSS or people in home ministry or wherever, how are they looking at it? Are they really looking at it as like a national security threat, or they can't make sense of it?
No, they are mindful of it being a national security. They wonder, they question whether there are forces behind it. Can it be so innocent that a Boston-based student gets 20 million people in 1 week? Can that happen? I mean, we live in different times, of course, technology, AI being, use of AI and all this, can that generate? I mean, there are so many questions to which we have no answers. But to answer yours, I think people are very quiet, tight-lipped, worried, hoping that, things will go off smoothly without having to come down with a heavy hand.
Just to your question, Manisha, and I can tell you not second or third hand, first hand, having spoken to someone who is high up and was part of being asked that check this out. They are paranoid about it. They have checked. These are not bots. They are aware this is genuine dissatisfaction of predominantly Indians. There are a lot of Pakistani accounts in this as well. There are a lot of other, but yes, it is not some. They know internally this is real.
There's no foreign.
They know about that. So that is not, they under no, whatever they may say publicly कि ये इसमें ये hand है, they know it is genuine. Yeah. What is going to happen tomorrow?
I can't
Come on, yaar.
I can't believe the future, but
Sonam Wangchuk will be here.
He will be there. I mean, Sonam Wangchuk has just got more courage. I think after the government was forced, I literally dropped all their charges because there was nothing.
But
Quite nice of him to like fly in and just
Yeah.
sit here. Yeah.
No, he's
like-
and plus he's very popular with this particular
Yeah.
demographic,
Right.
Yeah.
young students.
Thanks to Three Idiots.
Yeah, and so engineering and all of that thing. So, but to your point about false flag operations, and this is my concern about tomorrow, which is that the people organizing this protest. Now, I don't know who they are. I mean, what sort of experience they have. And as we have documented over the years, how college protests, college politics has sort of taken a huge hit. I don't know how experienced these people are. I don't know what sort of how well they can organize this. I mean, they didn't even bother to get permission before. So Dipke is going to go tomorrow to Delhi police and get permission. So I think there is a lot. My fear is that there is a lot of scope for this sort of false flag. Violence might break out at some point. That is my fear, because I don't know how. Because experienced hands, like people who've organized large-scale protests. I mean, there's a method to it. There's an entire process to it. There's an organization to it. I don't know. I mean, these are just a bunch of angry. I mean, I don't know how this will play out. So that is my fear, that whether with this whole violence element and that whole, it'll be easier to, I think, for any opposing forces to, set up a false flag operation with this particular protest. That's just my.
After that, Manisha, your view on this protest, what will happen? Please hazard a guess.
I have no clue. I'm genuinely very curious to
You really
see.
think they'll let him reach Jantar Mantar? Anyway, I'll give my prediction
I feel
later.
like they know what happened. I mean, I think one thing this government clearly knows is that UPA 2 fell because of IC. I think they're very scared. They know that. Even the Hathras crackdown and their crackdown on protests is because they know how a protest can go out of
Wrestlers.
hand, and then so I think they're very cognizant of that. So they'll do everything. But it's been really interesting to see this government struggle with responding. First, even in the CBSE case, see, with Umar Khalid, with farmers, with Shaheen Bagh, women, it was very easy to say Pakistani, ISI, whatever. With these 17, 18-year-olds, it's very difficult to say you're Pakistani with neat aspirants.
And
So
it's
I think
backfired already once.
so why I'm curious and to see how it unravels is because I think there is an element of predictability where this government doesn't know how to deal with these youngsters. Because you saying you're Pakistani is just very... In Dipke's case, what they can do is AAP. Look, it's an AAP, plot to AAP. AAP comes, then Khalistan comes, then Canada comes. So the plot they can make very easily. Now we know how it works. So that's why I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens on Saturday.
Here's how it'll play out. Opening shot. Dipke lands at airport. As he heads out, before he exit gate 3 or not, he is whisked away. They will never let a protest take root. Because once it's there, you cannot remove it unless there are visuals of violence. They will not let it start. Cut to a bunch of BJP proxies or overtly BJP with hit spray. Cockroach khatam karo, keeda keeda. They are doing that. The anti-cockroach protest is already in place. It is being consolidated. That is playing out on your screen. Cut to news media giving disproportionate airtime to the people with hit. Cockroach ko marne ke liye hit ka prayog karo. Ye kya hota hai? Cut to at Jantar Mantar, thousands of police people not letting anyone come. So there is nothing there.
Kar denge, haan.
And final take, buses coming, putting these people on, not arresting them, putting them on, taking them to Faridabad, Jaipur Highway, Bombay, Delhi Sona Road, and say, "Yahan utar jao, bye bye, ab paidal aa jana wapas."
You've just told them how to handle it.
Yeah.
Dude, they don't need me.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they already have the blueprint.
Dude, if they would have
This is
hired me,
who
I would have
are you?
created the perfect. Neerja, tell me.
One narrative I don't like around protests is, is it pure or is there politics and nefarious? I mean, I'm sure AAP will send its workers. I'm sure Congress will send its people tomorrow. I'm sure left is sending already. So what? Like BJP can do whatever they want. Opposition parties can't even support a protest. What is this thing of, is it a pure protest? Which protest is pure? There will always be political motivations, political actors. There will be one big umbrella cause and all sorts of people joining it. So this whole mainstream media narrative, especially that this is not real. AAP is supporting it. Arey? The BJP is never supported. Was protest against emergency not real because ABVP supported it? It's nonsense.
बस मुफ्त में इतना ही मिलेगा. For the full uncut podcast, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free. The best way to listen to the Hafta and indeed all our podcasts is through the News Laundry app. You can download the app by clicking on the links given in the show notes. So do download our app and get the best podcast experience. And also pay for news and support a new news media ecosystem that News Laundry is trying to encourage, where we are accountable to you because we run on contributions that you make. We don't take government ads, we don't take corporations ads, so that news serves the public, because when the public pays, the public is served. Subscribe to News Laundry, click on the link in the show notes below and proudly say, I pay to keep news free.